EA Sports coverage of the NFL brings us to South Florida at Hard Rock Stadium here in Miami. Today we've got a fun AFC matchup on tap, as it'll be the Cincinnati Bengals taking on the Miami Dolphins. Here's Jason Sanders now to get this one started, and we are underway from Hard Rock Stadium. And he'll be set up with good field position here as he gets this up past the 40-yard line.
Well, as they say, if you drew it up, you couldn't have drawn it a whole lot better. That's exactly how you want to start the game. Excellent momentum off the opening kickoff.
They go play action here on first down. He'll buy some time right. Oh, he's going to take a shot right away. This is caught at the 20. A huge play there right off the bat, and even 40 yards.
I've heard of quick strike offenses, but this is taking that to the extreme. I mean, the very first snap of the ball game, normally you're thinking, let's get our quarterback comfortable and get him into the flow of the game, but not here. They come out attacking from the outset, and it pays off in a big way.
And the Bengals are going to have a first and goal coming up as the tackle made at the 3-yard line. First and goal, a chance for an early statement here on the road. They'll give it to Mixon, and he takes it into the end zone. Touchdown, Bengals. Joe Mixon. A 3-yard touchdown run. And the Bengals march right down the field in 3 plays to claim the early advantage. Zach Taylor's made the decision. They'll go for 2 here. They'll try and throw for it. And he will get in to make it 8-0. Tell you what, they're not messing around. You get the quick touchdown, and then you go for 2 to go up 8-0 here on the road.
In a sense, they hit him with a big shot right away. You don't throw a jab after you throw the haymaker, right? Go ahead and go for 2. They did. They're in control.
So an onside kick fail in the first quarter. Not sure I completely see the logic there.
It's not apparent, is it? You almost have to go deeper, I think, and maybe if we try and work along with them and speculate a little bit here, they must feel like they need to steal possessions in this game, and maybe they don't match up possession for possession with the opposite team. They've got to steal it and try and gain an advantage, and they tried. They just didn't get it done.
So the opening play of the drive goes backwards. Now they'll come up on 2nd and 12. From the gun, it's Tua. He'll dump this off to Achane. 2 yards the loss there. Now 3rd and 14.
I really like the angles that the tacklers came from on that play. They secured inside, took away the cutback. The sideline's there, so you can only go so far outside, and they were able to close in and tackle him for a loss.
Yeah, they used your boy over there, the 12th man. Sammy Sideline, right?
Sammy Sideline. You know something? He tackles pretty well, too.
He's tougher than an airport steak. On 3rd and long, it's Tagovailoa. That's into a crowd and intercepted. And the Bengals are going to take over here up near the 40. But really not much secret there. 3rd and long, Charles, that he was looking to throw the football. And I would imagine as a defender, you're kind of salivating in that spot, right?
You certainly are, because 3rd and long situations, they tip the scale towards the defense every single time. Now you're actually able to dictate and understand what the offense is trying to do. You know where the first down marker is. You set your defense that way, and maybe you can be a little more aggressive in certain situations because of that. You start focusing on your coverage assignment, and when the ball's released, you break on it and make a play, as we just saw there.
Browning's throw taken in here by Chase. And he'll be brought down inside the 40-yard line. That catch puts him over 70 yards receiving now as he's got a first down. Off the play fake. Browning. That one taken in by T. Higgins. And they're able to get this one past the 30 down to the 25. Now a play fake here on first down. To Mixon on the check down. Touchdown Bengals. Joe Mixon. He scored on the ground and through the air. And the Bengals go up by 2 touchdowns. They've got to be thrilled on the road right now. Touchdown, turnover, touchdown, and quickly trying to make it 14-0.
Yeah, and mentioned it already. On the road, to be able to go into someone else's house and establish a start like that, obviously your confidence rises in a big way, and you're putting some doubt in their minds.
And he is in to make it 16-0. I think we're sensing a trend here. 2 first-half touchdowns. After going for 2 after the first score, CD, I thought maybe they would kick the PAT here. No, they get 2 more.
No, they decided to really press the advantage because, remember, getting the 2 after the first score, you've already got the other team back on their heels if they're going to mount a comeback. But to go up 2 scores and 2 two-point conversions, you've really got them thinking on the other sideline.
The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. Charles, it's kind of gut check time. Look, I know it's early, first quarter, just their second drive of the game, but they've already thrown the interception, given up the score. You're down double digits. They got to figure out something, and pretty quickly here.
No doubt about it. And when we look at that sideline, I'm sure you're observing the same thing I am. I don't like the body language at all. They look like they're in a state of stunned disbelief. So to me, we always talk about someone stepping up and making a big play. I think it would behoove them if multiple guys step up and make big plays.
Oh, and his early struggles continue. Here's another one intercepted. Picked by Logan Wilson. And this one will be brought back to the 22.
Well, they're certainly not giving much help to their defense, are they? Because for the second time now, that D has had to run back out on the field early after an interception. And remember, on the last drive, the opposing side took it in for 6.
Oh, he tried to fit it in, and it's intercepted. And the Dolphins are going to have it here at their own.
I don't know why the fuck I did this.
Now with a 1st and 10 at their own 15. Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. That is incomplete.
Even the greats in this game, and he certainly qualifies as one of them, they're going to have trouble if they continue to throw into double coverage.
He better be careful. Throwing into too much double coverage might have a couple of them picked off. Tua to try again on 2nd down. This one thrown underneath to Achane. And from the 15, they're able to work this up to the 20 for a pickup of a handful. $16-0. That's the score after 1 on EA Sports. Second quarter from Miami. It's the Dolphins with the football as they've got it with a 3rd down coming up. Tagovailoa working out of the gun. That's swung out to Mostert. They'll get only a yard out of that, and it'll bring up 4th down.
We can make this one pretty simple. Locked up all of his progressions downfield, forced to get it to his running back. But how about the way they ran to the football and knocked him down to force a 4th down?
They're going for it. Here's Tua with it. And he'll get this up to the 30-yard line. A curious decision to go for it, but it pays off with a 1st down.
Evident there that he learned his lesson from the last drive. No way he was going to force a throw that time. When nothing broke open, kept it, and ended up running for a 1st down himself.
Setting to throw on 1st down is Tua. And going deep for Hill. And that is incomplete. Took a shot there on 1st down, but he couldn't reel it in.
That's some good closing speed there defensively because that looked open for a minute. But that's great work with the ball in the air. Never gave up, converged on his man, and broke the play up.
Now a deep ball there on 2nd down, but it'll wind up incomplete.
Boy, that ball's just hanging up there waiting to be intercepted. That looked doomed from the start, but they took the deep shot anyway, and fortunately, it winds up incomplete.
Throwing is Tagovailoa on third down here. Able to find the open man. That's complete. And he's got another first down as the tackle's going to be made at the Bengals' 44-yard line. And again, it's Tagovailoa. And he's going to be intercepted for the third time thus far. Picked off by Jordan Battle. And the Bengals will take over possession here up at the 44. A nightmare of a first half for him. That's now 3 interceptions. But Charles, with his talent, if anyone can shake this off and right the ship, it's him.
I agree, because you don't get to be one of the best quarterbacks in the league without developing some major mental toughness.
This is caught inside the 15. And he's going to be out of bounds all the way down at the 2. So close. A big play there for Cincinnati. 55 yards. Well, that didn't take long. One play, and we're already looking at a first and goal situation. Mixon trying to punch it in. And he will take it on in for a Bengals touchdown. Joe Mixon on his way to a monster game. 3 first-half touchdowns. And the Bengals are able to widen their lead here in this first half. And his kick is good, and flags fly as well. Some frustration showing through right now. This is going to be a roughing call. After the touchdown, McPherson on to kick this one away. And they're going to mark that where it went out of bounds. So really good starting field position up past the 40-yard line. Good starting field position for the Dolphins as they have it 1st and 10 at the 41-yard line. Off of play action, Tagovailoa. And he'll be taken down by the Bengal pressure. Jermaine Pratt fighting in and dropping him for the loss. Work to be done here on 2nd and 16 after the sack. Going to the air, Tagovailoa. A short throw there, that's to Smythe, the tight end. A gain of 8 there on the play. And 3rd and 8 now. 2 minutes remaining in this first half of football. They'll see about converting this 3rd and 8. Tua sets up to pass it. Pass taken in by his big tight end. And he is going to have the Dolphins first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
Oh, that's a nice job of clearing space in the middle of the field for your tight end. He's going to start behind the line and run an angle route, hoping to kind of get lost in the middle of the field. And this is put right on him, and he's able to pick up a first down.
This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. In motion, Hill. Tua going to tap this forward on the jet sweep. He's got room at the 30. And all the way down to the 17-yard line. Another big gainer that time. This one goes for 19 yards. Boy, an effective play there, getting their wideouts involved in the run game.
And what they're always hoping on that type of a play, that they can get to the end of the line and have a chance to turn it upfield as he did there. That means they controlled the blocking and took care of the defensive end or the outside linebacker to give him that lane.
And I guess I need to clarify, I said getting their wideouts involved in the run game, but of course that was actually a pass as he popped it forward.
Coaches talk about it all the time. Players talk about it as well. Excellent job staying disciplined in coverage and making that stop. Inside the red zone, every stop like that could be preventing a possible touchdown.
Throw caught by Achane. And all the way to the 2-yard line there before crossing over out of bounds. Well, Charles, sometimes we talk about the lengths officials sometimes go to protect star quarterbacks, but that was tough to argue against.
Yeah, and I'm sure that everyone's going to say, hey, we're going to administer the penalty the same way for all quarterbacks. But when it's a star back there, even more so.
And he'll take this into the end zone for a Dolphins touchdown. Raheem Mostert able to take it in from a yard out. And the Dolphins get a late score here in the final minute of the first half. Now the Bengals going to use the first of their timeouts as the clock's going to stop with 47 seconds to go in half number 1. Tua and the Dolphins offense staying put. They'll go for 2. Tua going to try and throw for it. And they don't get it.
Should have kicked the damn field goal, boy.
I don't know about you, but I can't wait for a few years of 2-point tries and see what the data tells us, because a lot of teams want to throw the ball in this situation. This time, unsuccessfully. I just wonder if maybe running the ball might be the way to go.
With it moved up from the 3 to the 2, you would think maybe a few more attempts at running.
I think stats over time may bear out that running the ball will at least be the equal of throwing it in that situation.
Now after the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Sanders. The Bengals drive about to get going. And with great starting field position and a couple of timeouts at their disposal, they'll certainly have the green light here. To throw, Browning. Rush coming, and he's taken down. Brandon Jones. He's the one that got home and takes him down for a loss of 9. That's a step in the right direction defensively here, because you're facing this sizable deficit. They're going to need more plays like that. A good sack, though. Good effort there.
And what you're hoping is, as you said, a step in the right direction, and that means it's something to build on. So you get the first one, and hopefully that can ignite them, and now they can make a few more plays and get back into this game.
And with apologies to Dylan Thomas, apparently they're not going to go gently into the half. They're still out there firing haymakers. They took a chance on a deep ball there, but it winds up incomplete.
Now Browning. Rolling to his left. And that will be incomplete.
That might be the third down stop that they needed, because they've had a lot of trouble slowing down this offense in the first half. This might be their opportunity to get off the field.
And how about this? 4th and long, and they're going to go for it. They're indeed going for it as they look to throw. And it's going to be batted down, and will go the other way with a football. Boy, a real head-scratcher there. And the Dolphins get the football in great field position. On first down, Tagovailoa steps away. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. Give him 10 that time, escaping the danger, running with it, and picking up a first down. So 2 quarters down, 2 remain. Charles and I return after the break. Welcome back. Charles and I settled into the booth, ready for quarter number 3. And how about this one out of the locker room? An onside kick attempt. And the Dolphins are going to recover. The risk-reward of the onside kick, when you don't get it, the risk comes out to play, and here they gave up great field position.
And that's the key to everything, because you're trying your best to press advantages when you have them, and field position leads you to that type of play calling, and whether you want to blitz or whether you want to throw the ball deep, those types of things. Now they've given up that type of field position, the advantage is switched to their opponent.
Shedding the tackle. And he gets this inside the 35-yard line. A Miami first down on the 14-yard pickup. Looking to pass. Tua. This one complete to Jalen Waddle. And he's taken down, but not before reaching the 10-yard line. Good work after the catch. Going to net him 23 and a first. Here's Tagovailoa to throw. And that one drops down, incomplete. Good coverage there, forced the ball free, and it's second down.
He did a fine job there of not hitting him before the ball arrived, and I've got to tell you, you can often mistime that play because of the angles of approach. When you're going to get him, sometimes you panic as well and think, I've got to be there right now. Instead, in this case, timed it perfectly and knocked it free.
And a great job there to read that one defensively. They strung him out, would not allow him to cut upfield.
And a lot of times these plays, they either go for nothing or they go for big yardage. And here,
They got to the outside, turned it upfield, and ended up getting a nice little gain out of it.
So they just need 1 yard here to pick up the first down. They'll try and run here with Mostert. And he will take it in for a Dolphins touchdown. Raheem Mostert.
Still gonna get your ass whooped, boy.
And the Dolphins get a bit closer. Jason Sanders now for the extra point.
Damn, how the fuck you missed that?
No good. So with the missed PAT in his rearview mirror, he goes back out to kick this one off. And he doesn't even get this to the 10. He's taken down at the 9.
Let's just make it easy. Let's just make it easy.
Here on their next drive. Here's Browning. Rolling to his right. And I think that one might have been intercepted, but he will be ruled out of bounds. So this will go only as incomplete.
Nigga, you ain't coming back.
But not on that snap. I think he was asking just a little too much as he extended that play, hoping for one more completion with it.
Meanwhile, the throw here is complete. And he's dropped just shy of the 25 at the 24. 5th catch of the afternoon, and that gives him a first down. Off play action. Browning. Dancing to his left. And he'll protect himself at the end here as he winds up getting pretty decent yardage. Nice work to get 7 out of that, and it's second.
Baby, you know you're fine, don't you? Baby, you know you're fine. Baby, you know you're fine, don't you? Baby, you know you're fine.
They've got to get to him before he can make a run for it. A little bit late containing him there, so he makes a nice gain out of a play that looked like it was in trouble.
From the 31, Browning. They'll roll him out right. And he gets this up across the 35 before he's out of bounds. 5 yards on the scramble, and that's enough to pick up the first. Throwing on first down. Browning. This one hauled in by Sample. And he's going to be out of bounds right at midfield. That one good for 15, and the Bengals get a first down. From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. Buying time to his left. Give him a couple on the scramble. It's second down.
I think the defense surprised him there with that blitz on first down, but give him credit. Stayed cool under pressure and still found a way through the extra rushers for positive yardage. Well done.
From just shy of midfield, Browning sliding out of the pocket. And he'll go out of bounds.
Boy, you cannot stop me.
He turned that into a nice gain. Gets him 8 yards closer for third down.
I did like his decision-making there to make sure they picked up something instead of forcing a throw. Now they've got more manageable play coming up to try and pick up the first down. And don't rule out the possibility that he just keeps it and runs again.
And he is going to have a Bengals first down, and he'll have it by plenty as they're able to keep the drive alive on 3rd and inches. 3 quarters have come and gone. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Back now in Miami. From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. It's the Bengals in possession of the football and in possession of the lead as well as we start the 4th. And nothing much materializing there on the first down run. He'll get a couple, and that's it. This drive's taken more than 3 minutes off the clock already as they come up on second down. They'll stay on the ground, Mixon again. And he'll get this down close to a first down at about the Dolphins' 24. Good work to pick up 7 yards there. That gets him into a 3rd and 1 situation. They give to Mixon to try to pick it up. And he's going to get the first down here as he's taken down at the 22.
As I take a look at the clock, I realize that this drive has eaten up a good portion of the fourth quarter already. Got to tell you, partner, when you're trying to salt away a game, this is exactly what it's supposed to look like.
Mixon with a first down carry. It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4.
I'm trying to trick on who?
For this defense, you're down fourth quarter, looking a little fatigued maybe on that side of the ball.
Partner, we've seen this before, haven't we? Because every coach we've ever talked to says body language is important. And now you're seeing guys with their hands on their hips, they're bent over, hands on their knees. And the offensive guys are just saying, let's just keep running it at them. We've got them now. Well, I don't think there's any question, Brandon, at this stage. The stop troops, the defensive guys, they've got to use their 3 timeouts here. They've got to stop them and get the ball back.
Yeah, if you're in that 2 to 3 score deficit window that they're in now, you got to get it ASAP.
Yeah, no doubt about it. Stop them, use your timeouts. Easier to move the ball on offense without timeouts than to stop them on defense without using them.
2nd and 10. Mixing up the middle. And he'll be brought down right on the edge of the goal line at about the 1 yard.
You cannot stop me.
3 yards rushing for him now with a couple of touchdown runs to boot. A lot of plays on this drive, obviously. I know you're seeing what I'm seeing. Those guys up front, they're getting it done.
Doesn't matter what play is called. They are handling their business at the line of scrimmage and dominating right now on the...
And he is in. Touchdown, Bengals. Joe Mixon punching it in from a yard away. And the Bengals go coast to coast and finish the drive off with 6 points. On 3rd down and short and everything well executed, he not only gets the first down, Charles, he gets the touchdown as well.
And you see the defense commit to the run so often in these situations, but there's always that little bit of hesitancy, isn't there, partner? Thinking that they may play action you. They took advantage of that hesitancy and found their way into the end zone with a running play.
After the touchdown, McPherson on to kick this one away. And he's up across the 25 and down at the 28. 2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. First down Miami as they get set to start the drive. Where we stand right now in the fourth quarter, this one pretty much out of reach. And, Charles, I know they're going to be disappointed about several things with this ball game, but the self-inflicted wounds, they've had several turnovers. You would have to think that's going to be something they're going to discuss heavily in the film session in the coming days.
You're absolutely right about that, partner, because they're going to have to sit in that film room and watch every error that they made and figure out how to not do it in the future. And mentally, I think a lot of the guys are already starting to think about, okay, how do we put this behind us and get better?
Oh, what a heck of an effort there as he'll make the diving catch. 22 yards there, a first down. From midfield, here's Tua. And this is going to fall to the ground, incomplete. That very nearly their 4th pick of the game. Instead, 2nd down. Throwing now is Tagovailoa. The defense gets a hand on it, but he still grabs it. And he's got another first down as the tackle's going to be made at the Bengals' 38-yard line. Now a timeout called for by the defense, and they'll be disappointed to have to burn one there after giving up the first down. Here's Tua. Got a man, it's Barrios, complete. So the completion good for 6 yards, and that's going to bring up 2nd down. You got the big lead defensively, willing to give them that underneath stuff, right?
And this is why you work on your tackling. Tackle them after the catch, inbounds, keep the clock running. Just go ahead and bleed the game out that way.
And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's 3rd down.
And that's another play that's painted the picture of this game overall. It's been a blowout. It's been continually fueled by big turnovers and stops for one side and an inability to advance the ball from the other.
Meanwhile, on third down, they take a shot at the end zone, but it's incomplete.
Even with such a big lead late, the effort hasn't lapsed one bit. If the offense wants to score some points in this one, they're going to have to earn it. These guys are not giving up anything.
Fourth down, fourth quarter. Here's Tua. Tua hit, and the ball is out. And the Bengals grab it, taking it right down Broadway. And that should just about do it. They return it to the end zone, sealing it with a defensive touchdown. And that's a linebacker showing he can move pretty good with a football in his hand.
That's not just a short shuttle now. He took it and went a pretty good distance, didn't he? Did you get the 40 time on that?
I didn't, but he got 6 points out of it. I know that in a great play for that defensive unit. Following the fumble recovery, Browning. And no, it falls incomplete. So the two-point conversion, no good. And the touchdown apparently not enough. They want more, an onside kick. And the Dolphins are going to recover. Well, fourth quarter, they felt like they needed the football back. Unfortunately, they couldn't get it.
And I know we brought analytics into the game, and someone has said here that the data says that when a team's expecting an onside kick, 80% of the time, the team expecting it, they do actually recover the ball, which is what we saw here. I just wonder if that number is much more of a anecdotal type of a number. Kind of like when the coaches tell us, well, when you score on special teams, 90.
And his pass is intercepted for the fourth time today. And the Bengals are going to take possession here. It's a touchback, and they'll take over at the 20-yard line. Well, field goals probably aren't going to cut it at this point. This was touchdown or bust, and unfortunately for them, it turned out to be bust.
Yeah, they're feeling like they've got to force the issue here. Maybe take some chances they wouldn't have earlier in the game. But give credit to this defense. They've really stood tall throughout, and they come up with the interception in the end zone.
And that is incomplete.
I think it's fairly safe to call this game over, but they're still trying to bomb it downfield and add to their lead. Almost makes you start to feel for the defense and root for them a little bit, too.
Now it looks like he'll throw here. This goes out wide for Mixon. The Bengals going to use the second of their timeouts. That'll leave them with just one remaining in this fourth quarter of play. Flag comes in. This might be a free play. Out to his left. And oh my goodness, here's a fifth interception.
It's a flag anyway.
And the Dolphins come up with a late turnover, but it will probably only matter to the statisticians as this ball game is now officially over. So this one in the win column now for the Cincinnati Bengals. And really, it looked at times like they just had this one in cruise control out there.
Yeah, they deserve a ton of credit because you and I both know, heck, they knew. This is a tough place to play. Overcame that with ease, romped home with an easy win. And here's the best part for them. It'd be easy to get to the airport because the crowd left pretty early in this one, didn't they?
Well, plus they have a police escort.
Okay, you had to spoil that part of it. Of course, they're going to get there. But think about how wide open things are now because this crowd didn't expect this.
No.
So they went back to the tailgate and said, let's go eat. This one isn't any fun for us.
Yeah, they took the drama out of this one pretty early on. So that'll do it for us. For my partner, Charles Davis, and all the hard-working men and women on our crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL right here on EA Sports. And with that, we sign off from Miami. It's the NFL on EA Sports as we are in the inner harbor of Baltimore at M&T Bank Stadium. Today, we've got a good one on tap in the AFC North, as it'll be the Cincinnati Bengals taking on the Baltimore Ravens. Evan McPherson has this one teed up, and off we go from M&T Bank Stadium. From his end zone, here comes Justice Hill. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback. Coming out with a jumbo package to start the drive. On the counter, it's Edwards. And that's not the start that he was looking for, as he's going to be met and dropped behind the line. Call it officially a loss of 2 on the first play from scrimmage. Second down.
With his size, he's a tough man to bring down, but they do a nice job there stopping his progress and not allowing him to get back to the line of scrimmage.
First play of the drive goes the wrong way. Here's 2nd and 12. Jackson now. Escaping the pressure right. And he goes down. It's a sack. They get him back at his own 3-yard line. There's Sam Hubbard that time in there to bring him to the ground.
2 plays so far, a run and a pass attempt, and both have gone backwards.
Probably not how they drew that up.
Not at all.
Looking for a better play coming up on 3rd. A miserable start here on their opening drive as they come up on a 3rd and very long. Jackson now down around his goal line, being chased out left. That ball caught. It's Mark Andrews, the tight end. And he'll be out right at the 35. Much more room to operate under after the big play. Here's 1st and 10. Jackson forced out to his left. Well, it's a shuffle pass, and it's complete. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. This game not quite as good as the last, but still over 40 yards between the two.
That is definitely what we call on defense an uh-oh play. And what you mean by that is against Lamar Jackson, when you see him out of the pocket, your first thought is, uh-oh, he's going to try and run it. How do I get to him and get him on the ground? And guess what? That didn't happen, and his receivers took advantage.
Setting up the screen here to Edwards. And taking it across midfield and just shy of the 40. Another nice gain, 13 yards that time, and another first down.
Watch this shit. I'm about to fuck him up.
Like they have been on this drive, it's really a nice time to work one of the screen plays in. One of my favorite play callers in the game has always told me he starts every game with 10 to 12 screens because if he starts feeling the pressure from the defense, he uses their aggressiveness against them. You get a sense of what this game plan might be. They think they can take a few home run shots against this defense. They tried it there on the opening drive, but that falls incomplete.
Now Jackson taps his forward jet sweep. And some good running out of the gates as he takes this up to the 33.
And that's something you have to get ready for defensively because in today's NFL, teams will use their wide receivers on jet sweeps, end arounds. They'll move them back in the backfield and make them running backs. Partner, this was much more of a tap pass, but effective nonetheless.
And I think both guys love it. If you're a quarterback, it's an easy completion. If you're a wide receiver, you get the easy reception and also a chance to try to make a play with your feet. Now Jackson taps his forward jet sweep. And a great read by the secondary. They come up to stop that touch pass before it can even get back to the line. A rare misstep on that last play because the drive has been strong, but now it's 2nd and 12. To throw again is Jackson. Steps away to his left.
No!
He didn't just deny a big throw there. He broke that one up in the red zone. An excellent play, one that may help save points on the board when this drive is over.
On 3rd down, Jackson eluding the pressure right. But in the end, the pressure...
No, sir. Good defense. Let's go, baby.
It'll be a sack and a loss of 3, but more importantly, it brings up 4th down. They go play action now. Jackson.
Ain't no fucking way, man. That nigga got lucky with this shit. Hell fucking no.
Goal, and defensively, all they can do is shake their heads. Not only did they allow the conversion, conversion, but a big play as well. We're scoreless after one.
Don't throw it in that end zone, boy.
They'll run here with Edwards. And he'll be stopped just outside the 5 at the 6. Only a yard that time, 2nd and goal.
The yards may start getting a little tougher to come by down here near the goal line. That's good work defensively there on 1st down, holding them to a short gain.
And that's incomplete. A nice job of bodying him up defensively. And now it brings up 3rd down. Now it's Jackson. He's got it.
Oh, fuck no, man. What the fuck? That's the stupidest shit I ever seen, man.
And the Ravens post the first points of the ball game as they take the lead here in this 2nd quarter. Well, that drive took up.
Yeah, you better kick that field goal, boy.
Yeah, but plenty of action prior too, because that drive took up all the 1st quarter before we spilled into the 2nd, and finally, points were registered.
On the other sideline, they're chopping at the bit just to get the football.
It's my turn.
Boy, I guess they're going to keep trying to put the pedal to the metal here.
I knew your bitch ass was going to try to do an offside kick, nigga. Fuck out of here, man.
They'll have 2 remaining.
Thought your ass was slick.
Here in this 2nd quarter. Tucker now following the made field goal, set to kick it away. And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get this up to the 29.
Let's get it.
Here's Joe Mixon as they start on the ground. And they take him down, losing yardage back at the 27. The Georgia man, Roquan Smith, came in and got him. So the opening play of the drive goes backwards. Now they'll come up on 2nd and 12. Off the play fake. Brown dumps it off to Mixon. And he gets this one just shy of the 40. They'll mark him down at the 39. 12 yards that time and a Cincinnati 1st down.
That's a pretty play there coming out of the backfield, but as that back, you've got to be conscious of making sure you're securing the football. When you get out in open field, sometimes you get a little loose with it as you're trying to get up ahead of steam. Make sure you keep it close to your body because those defenders are trying to punch it free. He does a nice job there protecting the ball and picking up a 1st down.
And good vision there as he's across midfield and down to the 45-yard line. Another nice gain, 16 yards there and a 1st down again. All right, I got to ask you, with these RPOs, essentially the quarterback has 3 options, right? So what's different from that versus the triple option that we see the service academies run at the college level?
As a general rule, the triple option at the college level, most things are called outside of the quarterback faking it to the runner and then keeping it himself and maybe having a trail back. What I mean is, in the NFL, that option to throw the football all comes about organically. It's a natural deal based on reads. In college, if you're going to throw the football off a triple option, you've actually called that play.
Ball at the 40 here for 2nd and 5. Now with the play clock down to 2, we're going to get a timeout here. That's their 2nd, so they'll have 1 remaining here in this 2nd quarter. We'll be right back. Once again, they run with Mixon, and he only manages a couple here down to about the 38-yard line. So 3rd and 2, this quite possibly 4-down territory, though, if they're stopped. Inside handoff to Mixon. It's a gain of 4, and it gets him the 1st.
Well, partner, what do you think? Might have been 4-down territory if they didn't pick it up, but...
Yeah, it's a moot point now. I was curious, so if they didn't get it there, would they have gone for it? I guess we'll never know.
Yeah, we didn't have to make that call, but I have a feeling both of us would have said, go for it.
It's a gain of 13, and the Bengals have a 1st down.
And this was a nice example of an offensive coordinator scheming his guy open. Just a little underneath route, just trying to free up some space, and it worked awfully well. Got him not just space, but plenty of room to run after the catch to pick up really nice yardage.
In on the stop, the former Georgia Bulldog, Roquan Smith.
That's a strong pickup right there on first down, and as this drive goes on, we're seeing an offensive line and running game imposing its will.
Back to Mixon on second down. And he'll get it here to the 10-yard line. 2 straight runs of 5 yards, 1st and 10. Now the Bengals going to signal for their 3rd and final timeout as they stop it with 28 seconds to go in the first half of play. So not quite a 1st and goal. It's 1st and 10 from the 10. Back to throw. Browning. Over the middle. That's caught by Chase. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on second down.
Well, if you do read man coverage, Brandon, the drag route's a pretty good one to run against it because you're running away from people on it.
More muscle up front for this 2nd and 2. They've got 3 tight ends out there. He's got it.
Let's go, baby. Let's go, baby.
Hudson in the final seconds of the first half. And the Bengals have a chance to tie the game here in the final seconds of the half. So a late touchdown here just before the half, and that obviously changes the dynamic of this game.
Yeah, in a couple of ways, partner, because they've been shut out up until this point. So now at least they go into the locker room, and Uncle Mo may be creeping over to their side to talk to him a little bit. And second, they're right back in the football game, an extra point away from tying things up.
Zach Taylor's made the decision. They'll go for 2 here. A final shot before break. Browning.
You dumb motherfucker.
They go for the 2. They don't get it. So why go for that there? First half, you're going to tie the game at 7. Why try to get the lead?
Feels like an analytics call, doesn't it? That's starting to really get into the game where they're studying where you can make extra points and the whole deal and, you know, get an advantage. But I don't know that we have enough data yet to really say this is the right play or the wrong play. Maybe in 2 or 3 more NFL seasons.
Could change.
Exactly. 2 or 3 more NFL seasons, they will have a much better study and much better case of what we're going to do.
So with 4 seconds to go in. Tucker's kick is good, and that will do it for this first half. So we've hit intermission. It's halftime. This is the NFL, and it's a presentation of EA Sports. And how about this right out of the locker room? An onside kick attempt. And this one
Stupid ass bitch.
Successful there on the onside kick try. Well, you don't see that often. He just mishit it, and it goes out of bounds.
Well, I know sitting up here, and I'm looking at you, and you're looking at me, and I know we're both thinking the same thing. Isn't it easy enough to keep it between the sidelines? Because unless you're intentionally doing it for some reason, well, that's a costly mishit, and now you put your team in a bad spot.
On 1st and 10, Browning working the middle here. That's complete to Sample, the tight end. And he'll work it across midfield inside the 45. On 1st down, Browning. That's complete to the tight end Sample. And that's good for a pickup of 10 yards. And that'll leave him with a 2nd and just a few inches left.
Brandon, perfect defense in this situation would have meant that there was an incompletion. They would have picked it off. Okay, so they gave up the completion. But I really enjoyed watching how the defense stayed in sync, stayed in great communication. And as he dragged across each zone, you see him pointing, communicating. There he is, and they passed him off to each defender. Ended up making a nice play, even though it was complete.
Looking to throw again on 2nd down. Browning dancing to his left. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
Well, defensively, they haven't let him just sit in the pocket and get comfortable, and that's opposite a lot of game plans in today's NFL. Ordinarily, you're trying to keep the quarterback hemmed in. In this case, they brought the heat, and if he flushes out, they're fine with that, and they force another incompletion.
Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And he is going to have a Bengals first down, and he'll have it by plenty as they're able to keep the drive alive on 3rd and inches. Back to throw again. Short throw to Smith, and he'll get nothing out of that one. So he'll be stopped here for no gain, and it'll be 2nd down. They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. He's going to have the hook up here to Chase. And he's going to be taken down with the first down at the Ravens' 12-yard line. And now before this first down play, we're going to get a timeout here. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this 3rd quarter. Again, he'll drop to throw. A quick throw knocked away and incomplete. 3rd quarter of a tight football game as we come up on a 2nd and 10. They'll look to throw again. Buying time to his left. And he's going to hook up with his big tight end. Complete. They do get a yard there, but only a yard. Leaves him with 3rd and 9 looming. Looking to throw. Browning. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And he'll be brought down well short of the first at about the 9-yard line. Only able to gain a couple there. And that's going to bring up a 4th down.
Oh, it's time to give a little credit there to the defense. They played that very well because it was a drag route, and he ran a little shallower than normal as he worked straight across the field. He was hoping he'd get lost behind the defensive line. But once he made the catch, nowhere to turn upfield.
The Bengals try it, but it doesn't work out. And this 10-play drive winds up yielding nothing. The drive starts with a carry by Edwards. And a nice pickup as this one gets him to the 10-yard line. Now 2nd and 3. Again, it's Edwards. And he'll be brought down, it looks like, right at the 15. A gain of 5, good enough for the first down. In the first half, he was held in check on the ground, but despite that lack of production, they still have the lead.
And they've got to feel fortunate about that. If they could actually get production from their lead horse, that would help open up this offense and widen this margin, too.
They'll throw on first down with Jackson. Flush to his right. That's complete. It's Rashad Bateman. Down the sideline he goes. He may go. Rashad Bateman. And all the way in for a Ravens touchdown. Rashad Bateman, 85 yards. And the Ravens will add on to their lead here in the final minute of the 3rd. Tucker able to connect on the extra point, and that pushes the lead up to 11.
It ain't no. I ain't tripping. It ain't no. Kick the ball, bitch.
Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. And there will not be a return here. It's a touchback, and it will come out.
Bring out my special weapon.
The Bengals drive about to get going. They go play action here on first down. He'll buy some time right, and he'll toss this one incomplete. Seeing no options, he throws it away.
Maybe a little frustration starting to creep in. The offensive line hasn't done a great job of protecting him in this game, and there he was, hit again as he threw it.
Yeah, another time on his backside, probably starting to get a little frustrated.
Got to keep his composure. Can't let the defense know that they're getting to him.
They get 7 out of that, so they're left with a 3rd and 3. And they're not going to get to the line to run another play. So we will switch ends as the third quarter has come to a close. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. The offense on third down, they've been okay. 2 for 3 thus far. Here it's 3rd and 3. Back to throw. Browning. He's got his target. That's complete. Finding room at midfield. And finally brought down at the 43. A big play there on the catch and run. And it'll give him a fresh set of downs. So in Raven territory now. Here's a 1st and 10 at the 43. Browning's throw into the hands of Sample. And he'll be out just a yard or 2 shy of the 30. 11 more yards that go around. A 1st down as well. Looking to throw. Browning flushed out right. To Mixon on the check down. And he's down into the red zone at the 16 after a gain of 16. 1st and 10. Now, correct me if I'm wrong. You're down 2 scores. I don't think you need to rush just yet, but you can't take your time either.
Yeah, even if you don't want to commit to full 2-minute offense, you have to up the tempo, up the urgency. Maybe you're starting to call 2 plays in a huddle each time you snap the ball.
Being chased out left. Oh, hit as he throws there, incomplete.
It's nothing like pressure to affect the accuracy and the timing of a guy trying to throw the football. And on that play, they ended up flushing him to his left, contacted him as he's trying to throw the football, and that led to the incompletion.
Over the middle, complete. That's Hudson. And the Bengals are going to be set up with a 1st and goal on a pass play that moves them all the way down to the 1. 1st and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game. Mixon is into the end zone for a Bengal touchdown. So how about that for an answer? They get the touchdown there, and it's back to a 1-score game here in the 4th.
And that's what these guys have done all game long because they've scratched and slashed their way to stay in this game. And by now, we should all realize they're not going away. Now the pressure again swings to their defense because they're going to need to find some way to get the ball back.
They'll try and throw for it. And this is caught. They got it. And that could be an important 2 points. It gets them back within a field goal. And I guess the touchdown wasn't enough. They want the onside kick as well. The Bengals going to use the 2nd of their timeouts. That's going to leave them with just 1 remaining here in this 4th quarter. After the touchdown, McPherson on to kick this one away. And he'll elect not to run with it. And a fair catch on the kickoff will move the ball to the 25. The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going. A little less than 4 minutes remaining, and the margin for error is small with this slim lead. Operate within your 4-minute offense here, Charles?
Definitely. Remember, the 4-minute offense doesn't always correspond to what's up on the clock. What they need to do is play a little bit of keep away right now. Run the clock down. Make sure their opponent doesn't get the ball back. Their dream scenario, get enough 1st downs and make them eat up their timeouts so the game ends when you're kneeling down with the football.
On 2nd down, it's Edwards. And tackled down after a gain of 3. Leaves him with 1 yard to go on 3rd down. This defense starting to buckle down when they need to, and right now they're winning this 4th quarter, losing the game, but they're winning in the 4th quarter.
And what a fine line it is about what they're trying to get done, because they're down, so they obviously need the football, need a score, but they can't be so aggressive as to give up their edge, their gaps, and have the offense hit them with a big play.
Edwards now on 1st and 10. 3 points separating these two sides with 2 minutes left to go in the 4th. Ball spotted at the 45. Here's 2nd and 3. They run once more with Edwards. And he'll get it out to midfield. Looks like they'll spot it right at midfield at the 50. Not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. And despite the late lead, Jackson to throw. Oh, this one incomplete. The pressure got to him as he released it. And it's 2nd down. Throwing now is Jackson. A slant route caught by Bateman. And all the way in for a Ravens touchdown. Rashad Bateman. 2 catches, 2 touchdowns here so far. And the Ravens use the big play to extend their 4th quarter lead. They'll try and run it up the middle. And he will get into the end zone. So the lead stretches from 9 up to 11. And the touchdown apparently wasn't enough. They're going to go for the onside kick here. And they've got it. They recovered it. They hang on now, though. There's a penalty flag down. Yeah, you got to wait until that ball goes 10 yards. They did not. They hit it before, and that draws the flag every time.
And there's no doubt in my mind that converting an onside kick has never been tougher in the NFL with the new rules. So trying to get it to 10 yards, timing up perfectly, that's tough enough to begin with. But when you go ahead and grab it before it goes, you've got no shot then.
Rolling to his right. Looking deep here for Chase. And this one is incomplete.
That was one they needed to connect on. They're down, but not quite out. So you have to figure, with under 2 minutes to play, they need to hit on something in very short order.
They'll roll him out right. On the run, he'll let this go deep right side. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there trying to take a shot, but it's 3rd down. Off play action. Browning sliding out of the pocket. And that is incomplete.
That means it's just one last chance left, and this has to be a 1st down or a touchdown, or this game's over.
4th down, 10 yards to go. As expected, they're going for it to keep the drive alive. Able to find the open man. That's complete. Now the Bengals going to signal for their 3rd and final timeout, as it comes with exactly a minute to go in the football game. Here's 1st down. To throw, Browning. He'll buy some time right. He'll take a shot for the end zone. Oh, and that is incomplete.
They've been trying and trying, but they haven't sacked him yet. He's been able to get away and make plays. Tried to make another one downfield right there, but to no avail. They'll have to keep up the pursuit, though, and not let him get hot.
They'll let this go for the end zone. And that will be incomplete. Trying to dial up the long one way out there, but it'll be 3rd down.
Back-to-back incompletions, but we know this is definitely 4-down territory. Time not on their side. I don't think they want to try and get the 1st down in 2 installments. I think they got to go and get it right here, right now.
And he's going to be taken down with the 1st down at the Ravens' 12-yard line. Of course, remember, you need a touchdown here and a field goal.
Doesn't matter the order, but they have to get it done and get it done fast.
A quick throw there going to be batted away and incomplete.
With no timeouts left, that's a dangerous proposition. Work in the middle of the field. Fortunately for them, that one fell incomplete.
Now Browning. Forced out to his left. And I think the ball's out. And this is going to kick out of bounds. Boy, unfortunate bounce or 2 there. They'll keep possession back inside the 10-yard line. Thankfully for the offense, a fortuitous bounce there on the fumble goes out of bounds because they're down here in the red zone. You don't want to lose one there.
You don't want to lose one, and the best part, because it went out of bounds, they retain possession, still have an opportunity to put points on the board.
And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Picked up by Marcus Williams. And the Ravens will take over here just shy of the 30. Well, we knew this was going to be a tall order anyway, down 2 scores with this little time remaining, but that interception puts an end to any hopes that they had.
All right, partner, work with me here because obviously scoring a touchdown, getting the onside kick, then going down, scoring again, well, that's asking a lot, isn't it? And that's really not a great expectation to begin with. I think they'll look back on this game and see what got them in this spot in the first place and say to themselves, we really gave this game away.
I got nothing after that try.
Yeah, don't even try.
I mean, he tried it from the parking lot. One final shot. They'll look to throw. Escaping the pressure right. And this is going to be caught. So it affects the final score, not the outcome, but it is a late touchdown here on the game's final play. Problem for them, they needed that score with a little more time left on the clock. I think just too little too late now.
I would agree with that, and we're programmed never to say never. But in this case, we're asking a lot for them to even think they have a chance.
So a big play coming up for the Bengals as they'll indeed go for 2. They'll let Mixon try and run it in. And he will get into the end zone to cut the lead down to a single point. Well, at least at the very end, there's something to take away. They lost the game, but got in the end zone, got a 2-point conversion as well. I don't know, though. In the end, you still lost the football game.
You still lost the game, but maybe they were just capitalizing on the flurry at the end, right? You scored the touchdown, keep the momentum going, go for 2. Maybe they're working on something for down the road. As you said, it doesn't matter. You lose the game, but you finish with a touchdown and a successful 2-point conversion.
Some sort of a building block.
Yeah, something.
GG's, man. I'll be back on later. About to eat my food.
That'll do it for us. For Charles Davis and all our hardworking crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. For more, find us on Twitter @EA Madden NFL.